Hey everyone, have you ever thought about money that only exists on your computer? No coins, no bills, just digital. It's called crypto. And today, we're going to take a simple look at what it is and why it sometimes gets used in the secret corners of the internet.
So, that's the big question, right? What is this digital money, really? And why do some people go out of their way to use it secretly? To figure that out, we've got to start with the basics. Let's dive in.
All right, here's our game plan for today. First, we'll get a handle on what digital money actually is. Then, we'll look at all the normal, good reasons people use it. After that, we'll touch on how it's used to hide on the dark web. And finally, we'll talk about how we all stay safe. Simple as that. Okay, so what is cryptocurrency? At its heart, it's just money that lives completely online. No government is printing it like dollars or euros. So where does its value come from? Well, it's pretty simple. A whole community of users just agrees that it's worth something. And the cool part is, with just an internet connection, you can send it to anyone, anywhere on the planet. Now, this is where digital money is super different from the cash you might have in your pocket. See, when you pay with cash, it's a private thing between you and the other person. But with crypto, every single payment gets recorded on a giant, shared public list that anyone can see. Now, your name isn't on it, so it's kind of anonymous, but the transaction itself is out there for good.
So if this money only lives on computers, where do you keep it? You keep it in something called a crypto wallet. And honestly, the easiest way to picture it is like your own personal digital piggy bank. It's just a little program that holds all your digital coins and keeps them safe.
So, why are people using this stuff anyway? Well, there are a ton of good reasons, actually. It's super handy for buying things online. It can be a way cheaper and way faster way to send money to family in another country. Some people even use it for super tiny payments, or they just hold on to it, kind of like digital gold, hoping it becomes more valuable.
But there's another side to it. Remember that public list of payments we talked about? Well, while the payment is public, the digital piggy banks themselves aren't automatically tied to a real person's name. And that little bit of secrecy is what attracts people who want to hide what they're doing. Things like buying illegal stuff on the dark web or just trying to hide money.
So how do criminals try to make that money trail just disappear? One of the main tricks is something called a crypto mixer. Now imagine you take your digital piggy bank and you dump all your coins into this giant machine with hundreds of other people's coins. The machine just shakes and scrambles them all up. Then it spits back the same amount you put in, but with totally different coins from other people. Now it's almost impossible to figure out where your original money came from. That's basically how they try to wash their digital cash.
To fight back against tools like these mixers, there are a lot of safety rules in place. Think of them like big stop signs for crime. The first one is called Know Your Customer, which just means companies have to check who you are, maybe by asking for an ID. They also keep an eye out for really big or weird-looking payments, and if they see anything that smells fishy, they have to report it to the police.
At the end of the day, whether we're talking about digital money or just your regular bank account, staying safe online comes down to a few basic things. Use strong, different passwords everywhere. Be really suspicious of any random emails or messages asking for your information. Stick to websites and apps that you absolutely know you can trust. And this is the big one, never ever share the secret keys to your digital piggy bank with anyone.
All right, so let's wrap this all up. We learned that digital money is pretty much just online cash. You keep it in a wallet, which is just like a digital piggy bank. And while most people use it for perfectly good reasons, some use tricks like mixers to hide their money. But the good news is there are laws and safety rules out there working to stop crime.
And that's our simple look into digital money. But before you go, we have a question for you. If you had a digital piggy bank, what would you save up for? A new video game? A trip? Maybe just a whole lot of pizza? Let us know down in the comments, and hey, if you like this, subscribe for more explainers that break down big topics. Thanks for hanging out.